Hello, my fabulous friend. Have you ever been in the middle of a conversation and wanted to say something and did that and then fell silent? Have you ever walked away from a conversation only to think, why did I just say that? Right? Or have you ever thought that your message is completely lost in translation? Well, you are not alone and you're in the right place. Welcome to Breaking Bad Communication, where we challenge the habits, headspace, and hangups that keep you, from being heard. My name is Kathy Riley. I'm a communication strategist, founder of the Clarity Code, and your guide with over 25 years working with attorneys in the courtroom and another 15 as an entrepreneur, a speaker, a trainer, and a podcast host. So this podcast right here is your real world playbook for mastering conversation, being confident in using your words and helping you show up with the kind of clarity that changes everything from boardrooms to break rooms to your own backyard. So let's get started today. So this is an amazing podcast. If you are somebody who is the recipient of venting, if you're the kind of person, whether it's in work or in family and life, where people come to just vent. So whether you're a man, a woman, whatever it looks like, are you the kind of person that people come to? They come to just let go. They think you're an excellent listener, right? You are you actually offer, maybe on occasion, maybe more often than not. For me, it's occasionally, but sound advice. Like, you're a strategic thinker, right? You're able to give sound advice. People like venting to you. They like talking to you. They like that you get them, that you see them, that you feel them, that you understand them, because you're a really, really good communicator. Now, that person also struggles with the feels. Because really good listeners have a tendency, like if you're anxious and you're going down this little spiral and it's all this and also that, oh my God, and this happened and that happened, next thing you know, you're feeling the same way. So your energy and your anxiety matches the person you're talking to. You may also know really, you're listening to all this and you're like, I really don't know how to respond. Like, what do you want from me? Right? You're feeling all the feels, and you end up having trouble with time management because people come to you, hey, do you have a minute? I need a minute. I need to talk to you I need to talk this out. And you're like, sure, fine. And you give of your time and talents, your energy to this. And next thing you know, other things are missing in your world that now you're stressed out about. So maybe you struggle a little bit with boundaries. If that is you, this podcast, you're going to love this, because there's a framework that I created. Well, I didn't create it. I just called it the clarity check-in is what it's called. And it's communication steps on how do I make the most of being that good listener? How do I make the most in serving the person that comes to me? How do I make the most, especially if you're in HR, right? If you're in a position where people are to come to you, you are the go-to person for that company, that organization, that nonprofit, that family. You are the go-to person. So this is a framework that you are going to love to help you negate that empathetic connection, right? So you're going to be able to take a pause and not get energetically attached to what's going on. You're also going to be able to manage your time better, which is a really good thing. And when you are confused about how do I respond, this is the framework that's going to help you respond and be more effective and help you set boundaries. Because I think it's important, if you are a good listener, if you are the person everybody goes to, You need to set boundaries so that you can take care of you. All right. It's so important. Was working with a company doing a corporate training, and we were talking about conflict resolution. And this one woman, I saw myself in her. So she was asking questions about this. And she's like, I just feel like everybody comes to me. And it's not a bad thing, but it's an exhausting thing. Can you relate? And so we were talking about how you've built that trust. She's built that trust. If you are somebody that's a really good listener, you have built trust. People trust in you. That's why they come to you. That's a good thing. That's a compliment. That's wonderful. Because not everybody will do that. Not everybody will do that. Not everybody takes the time to listen and understand what other people are going through, what are their situations. So let me give it to you. So the framework is called the clarity check-in. Okay, so you guys write this down, set it aside, put it somewhere. If you're driving, save this podcast for later. Okay, whether you like it, comment. If you've used this or if you use it in the future, please post a comment. I want to hear your feedback on this. Because you guys, this is genius. This is genius. This has saved me. I am an empath. Okay, but I'm a really good listener. And this has saved, in the last decade, has saved my bacon. My bacon. I love bacon. My bacon. This has saved my bacon. Okay. So that what you do, somebody comes in, whether it's your office, at home, you're sharing a glass of wine, a cup of coffee. You're there. You are for them. And they are like going off on whatever the situation is, right? You can see and hear and feel their passion. They're struggling, right? It's really bugging them. And they're on a roll. So when they take a breath, interrupt them. Yes, you have permission to interrupt them. And you say something like, please forgive me. I like saying, please forgive me. Or hold your horses, time out. I need a timeout. Can you please, I hear you. I want to be here for you. I want to be the best version of me for you. And to clarify what you need. What is the best way I can serve you here today? How can I show up as your friend, as your partner, as your director, whatever it is? How can I show up the best way? So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and then you tell me how to best navigate this the next time that we have these next few minutes that we have together. Does that sound fair? I don't know anybody that says no. Everybody's like, well, sure. You're asking these questions so that you can better support me? Absolutely. What do you want to know? And here are the questions. So as you're venting, I want to clarify. This is the clarity check-in, remember? Are you looking that this time we have together to be just you venting? Like you just need to let it all out? Or do you need my help in a game plan, a strategy, my advice? What do you need some input from me? Or option 3, do you need me to do something? Would you actually like me to actively do something in this situation? What is the best way I can serve you? Those are your options. What do you think? And let them respond. Now here's where the boundary comes into play, especially if they're in venting mode, right? Great. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that for me. So with all that's going on right now, I want to be here for you. I've got 10 minutes. I can give you 10 minutes. So once that's up, then I've got to get back to what I'm doing. But You've got it. I'm here for you. So go. That's it, my friends. That's it. That's what clear communication and boundaries will shift the dynamics of that venting conversation. We're human. We need to vent. God knows I do. And I clarify it, knowing what I know, usually with my husband, because he likes to fix things. He wants to give solutions. And I will say, all right, I'm going to vent and I just want you to hear me and say it sucks, right? Right? So I feed him some of the boundaries, right? I give him the clarification points because he doesn't use this framework, but I do. So I give it to him so he knows how to respond. Or I just need a hug, right? I'm going to vent. I just need a hug. Or I do need, what do you think? What's your strategy? So as somebody, when I'm venting, I can actually use this to navigate the conversation as well. The other beautiful thing is, as you're the one venting, is to say, look, how much time you got? I need about 10 minutes of your time, 15 minutes of your time. I need 2 minutes of your time. Whatever it is, if you are the ventor, allow yourself the ability to create the boundary around the conversation so you're not actually inflicting stress and anxiety on the other person. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys. So whether you're the venting thing, we all vent. We need to vent. God bless those. You should not, cannot, will not, could not, do not keep it all bottled in. You got to let it go. Let it go to your person, to the family member, to a loved one, to a bestie, to the person at work that needs to hear the problem, whoever it is. Communication and venting is very, very important. With that said, so do not hesitate when it needs to happen, but remember the boundaries around it and creating that clarity check-in framework where we refine it under the three questions. The 3 frameworks. So this conversation, you are looking to vent, to just let it out. You are looking to have some advice from me on next steps, or you're looking for me to do something. When you apply that framework, those questions, those boundaries around the conversation, it takes guesswork out of it. Reduces anxiety and stress. And then if you're like, you just need me to listen, you're not caught up in all of the feels, right? Because you can just say, okay, I'm going to hear you because my brain and my energy is not trying to fix anything. So that, my friend, this comes up so much in conversations that I have with clients and in my trainings and things like that. And you guys, use this. Now you know the clarity check-in, the 3 questions you can ask starting today whenever you are being vented to. And it allows for you to take control of the conversation in that you have now gained clarity. And clarity, you already are trusted, okay? But that clarity, man, that clarity creates boundaries for you, especially for those of you that are empaths. So hopefully you found value. I know so many people, so many organizations, so many leaders who love this framework, who have used it, and it changes their world. Personally, it's rocked my world, right? It saved my bacon. And hopefully it'll do the same for you. So thank you for tuning in to Breaking Bad Communication. If today's episode sparked a new perspective for you or gave you a tool, which I hope it did, then that's the kind of conversation that I'm here and love to have with you. Remember, powerful communication is about saying more. It's about saying what matters with confidence, clarity, and purpose. Now, I hope you're ready to speak up, stand out, and lead with your voice, because your voice deserves to be heard. So the next time you need to say something, speak up, my friend. You've got this. Giddy up.